안녕하세요. 50살에 시작하는 10분 영어입니다. 이번 영상은 초급 회화에서 자주 쓰이는 패턴 영어 5개 영상 합본입니다. 기초생활영어 150문장을 듣고 따라해 보세요. 채널 구독과 좋아요는 다음 영상 제작에 큰 도움이 됩니다. 문장별 4번씩 반복합니다.
Listen and repeat. Number 1.
그건 무시해봐.
Try to ignore it.
Try to ignore it.
Try to ignore it.
Try to ignore it. Number 2.
그를 무시해봐.
Try to ignore him.
Try to ignore him.
Try to ignore him.
Try to ignore him. Number 3.
소음을 무시해봐.
Try to ignore the noise.
Try to ignore the noise.
Try to ignore the noise.
Try to ignore the noise. Number 4.
소리를 무시해봐.
Try to ignore the sound.
Try to ignore the sound.
Try to ignore the sound.
Try to ignore the sound. Number 5.
그 통증은 참아봐.
Try to ignore the pain.
Try to ignore the pain.
Try to ignore the pain.
Try to ignore the pain. Number 6.
스트레스는 무시해봐.
Try to ignore the stress.
Try to ignore the stress.
Try to ignore the stress.
Try to ignore the stress. Number 7.
압박을 무시해봐.
Try to ignore the pressure.
Try to ignore the pressure.
Try to ignore the pressure.
Try to ignore the pressure. Number 8.
댓글을 무시해봐.
Try to ignore the comments.
Try to ignore the comments.
Try to ignore the comments.
Try to ignore the comments. Number 9.
그들이 하는 말을 무시해봐.
Try to ignore what they say.
Try to ignore what they say.
Try to ignore what they say.
Try to ignore what they say. Number 10.
그가 했던 말은 무시해봐.
Try to ignore what he said.
Try to ignore what he said.
Try to ignore what he said.
Try to ignore what he said. Number 11.
그녀 생각들은 무시해봐.
Try to ignore what she thinks.
Try to ignore what she thinks.
Try to ignore what she thinks.
Try to ignore what she thinks. Number 12.
소문을 무시해봐.
Try to ignore the rumors.
Try to ignore the rumors.
Try to ignore the rumors.
Try to ignore the rumors. Number 13.
거짓말은 무시해.
Try to ignore the lies.
Try to ignore the lies.
Try to ignore the lies.
Try to ignore the lies. Number 14.
부정적인 건 무시해.
Try to ignore the negativity.
Try to ignore the negativity.
Try to ignore the negativity.
Try to ignore the negativity. Number 15.
과거를 무시해봐.
Try to ignore the past.
Try to ignore the past.
Try to ignore the past.
Try to ignore the past. Number 16.
두려움을 무시해봐.
Try to ignore your fears.
Try to ignore your fears.
Try to ignore your fears.
Try to ignore your fears. Number 17.
의심을 무시해봐.
Try to ignore your doubts.
Try to ignore your doubts.
Try to ignore your doubts.
Try to ignore your doubts. Number 18.
걱정은 무시해봐.
Try to ignore your worries.
Try to ignore your worries.
Try to ignore your worries.
Try to ignore your worries. Number 19.
휴대폰을 무시해봐.
Try to ignore your phone.
Try to ignore your phone.
Try to ignore your phone.
Try to ignore your phone. Number 20.
메시지를 무시해봐.
Try to ignore the message.
Try to ignore the message.
Try to ignore the message.
Try to ignore the message. Number 21.
알림을 무시해봐.
Try to ignore the notification.
Try to ignore the notification.
Try to ignore the notification.
Try to ignore the notification. Number 22.
나는 그걸 무시하고 넘어가려고 해.
I try to ignore it and move on.
I try to ignore it and move on.
I try to ignore it and move on.
I try to ignore it and move on. Number 23.
나는 내 감정을 무시하려고 하는 중이야.
I'm trying to ignore my feelings.
I'm trying to ignore my feelings.
I'm trying to ignore my feelings.
I'm trying to ignore my feelings. Number 24.
나는 그가 한 말을 무시하려고 했어.
I tried to ignore what he said.
I tried to ignore what he said.
I tried to ignore what he said.
I tried to ignore what he said. Number 25.
그녀는 통증을 무시하려고 하고 있어.
She's trying to ignore the pain.
She's trying to ignore the pain.
She's trying to ignore the pain.
She's trying to ignore the pain. Number 26.
그는 자신의 분노를 무시하려고 해.
He's trying to ignore his anger.
He's trying to ignore his anger.
He's trying to ignore his anger.
He's trying to ignore his anger. Number 27.
다른 모든 것은 무시해봐.
Try to ignore everything else.
Try to ignore everything else.
Try to ignore everything else.
Try to ignore everything else. Number 28.
방해를 무시해봐.
Try to ignore the distraction.
Try to ignore the distraction.
Try to ignore the distraction.
Try to ignore the distraction. Number 29.
나쁜 기분은 무시해봐.
Try to ignore the bad mood.
Try to ignore the bad mood.
Try to ignore the bad mood.
Try to ignore the bad mood. Number 30.
어색한 침묵을 무시해봐.
Try to ignore the awkward silence.
Try to ignore the awkward silence.
Try to ignore the awkward silence.
Try to ignore the awkward silence. Number 1.
그건 피하려고 해봐.
Try to avoid it.
Try to avoid it.
Try to avoid it.
Try to avoid it. Number 2.
나는 갈등을 피하려고 해.
I try to avoid conflict.
I try to avoid conflict.
I try to avoid conflict.
I try to avoid conflict. Number 3.
나는 실수를 피하려고 해.
I try to avoid mistakes.
I try to avoid mistakes.
I try to avoid mistakes.
I try to avoid mistakes. Number 4.
그녀는 그를 피하려고 해.
She tries to avoid him.
She tries to avoid him.
She tries to avoid him.
She tries to avoid him. Number 5.
그는 문제를 피하려고 해.
He tries to avoid trouble.
He tries to avoid trouble.
He tries to avoid trouble.
He tries to avoid trouble. Number 6.
나는 정크푸드를 피하려고 해.
I try to avoid junk food.
I try to avoid junk food.
I try to avoid junk food.
I try to avoid junk food. Number 7.
나는 스트레스를 피하려고 해.
I try to avoid stress.
I try to avoid stress.
I try to avoid stress.
I try to avoid stress. Number 8.
그들은 말다툼을 피하려고 해.
They try to avoid arguments.
They try to avoid arguments.
They try to avoid arguments.
They try to avoid arguments. Number 9.
나는 과하게 생각하지 않으려고 해.
I try to avoid overthinking.
I try to avoid overthinking.
I try to avoid overthinking.
I try to avoid overthinking. Number 10.
그녀는 드라마를 피하려고 해.
She tries to avoid drama.
She tries to avoid drama.
She tries to avoid drama.
She tries to avoid drama. Number 11.
우리는 지연을 피하려고 해.
We try to avoid delays.
We try to avoid delays.
We try to avoid delays.
We try to avoid delays. Number 12.
나는 눈 마주치는 걸 피하려고 해.
I try to avoid eye contact.
I try to avoid eye contact.
I try to avoid eye contact.
I try to avoid eye contact. Number 13.
나는 붐비는 곳을 피하려고 해.
I try to avoid crowds.
I try to avoid crowds.
I try to avoid crowds.
I try to avoid crowds. Number 14.
나는 나쁜 습관을 피하려고 해.
I try to avoid bad habits.
I try to avoid bad habits.
I try to avoid bad habits.
I try to avoid bad habits. Number 15.
나는 늦지 않으려고 해.
I try to avoid being late.
I try to avoid being late.
I try to avoid being late.
I try to avoid being late. Number 16.
나는 교통체증을 피하려고 해.
I try to avoid traffic.
I try to avoid traffic.
I try to avoid traffic.
I try to avoid traffic. Number 17.
나는 부정적인 사람을 피하려고 해.
I try to avoid negative people.
I try to avoid negative people.
I try to avoid negative people.
I try to avoid negative people. Number 18.
나는 건강하지 않은 음식을 피하려고 해.
I try to avoid unhealthy food.
I try to avoid unhealthy food.
I try to avoid unhealthy food.
I try to avoid unhealthy food. Number 19.
나는 위험한 선택을 피하려고 해.
I try to avoid risky choices.
I try to avoid risky choices.
I try to avoid risky choices.
I try to avoid risky choices. Number 20.
나는 시간 낭비를 피하려고 해.
I try to avoid wasting time.
I try to avoid wasting time.
I try to avoid wasting time.
I try to avoid wasting time. Number 21.
나는 아프지 않으려고 해.
I try to avoid getting sick.
I try to avoid getting sick.
I try to avoid getting sick.
I try to avoid getting sick. Number 22.
나는 추운 날씨를 피하려고 해.
I try to avoid cold weather.
I try to avoid cold weather.
I try to avoid cold weather.
I try to avoid cold weather. Number 23.
나는 시끄러운 곳을 피하려고 해.
I try to avoid loud places.
I try to avoid loud places.
I try to avoid loud places.
I try to avoid loud places. Number 24.
나는 민감한 주제를 피하려고 해.
I try to avoid sensitive topics.
I try to avoid sensitive topics.
I try to avoid sensitive topics.
I try to avoid sensitive topics. Number 25.
나는 변명하는 걸 피하려고 해.
I try to avoid making excuses.
I try to avoid making excuses.
I try to avoid making excuses.
I try to avoid making excuses. Number 26.
나는 사람들에게 상처 주지 않으려 해.
I try to avoid hurting people.
I try to avoid hurting people.
I try to avoid hurting people.
I try to avoid hurting people. Number 27.
나는 집중력을 잃지 않으려 해.
I try to avoid losing focus.
I try to avoid losing focus.
I try to avoid losing focus.
I try to avoid losing focus. Number 28.
나는 너무 많이 생각하지 않으려 해.
I try to avoid thinking too much.
I try to avoid thinking too much.
I try to avoid thinking too much.
I try to avoid thinking too much. Number 29.
그는 그 얘기를 피하려고 했어.
He tried to avoid talking about it.
He tried to avoid talking about it.
He tried to avoid talking about it.
He tried to avoid talking about it. Number 30.
나는 직장에서 갈등을 피하려고 해.
I try to avoid conflict at work.
I try to avoid conflict at work.
I try to avoid conflict at work.
I try to avoid conflict at work. Number 1.
결국 집에 있게 됐어.
I ended up staying home.
I ended up staying home.
I ended up staying home.
I ended up staying home. Number 2.
결국 늦게 됐어.
I ended up being late.
I ended up being late.
I ended up being late.
I ended up being late. Number 3.
결국 야근하게 됐어.
I ended up working late.
I ended up working late.
I ended up working late.
I ended up working late. Number 4.
결국 너무 많이 먹었어.
I ended up eating too much.
I ended up eating too much.
I ended up eating too much.
I ended up eating too much. Number 5.
결국 구매하게 됐어.
I ended up buying it.
I ended up buying it.
I ended up buying it.
I ended up buying it. Number 6.
결국 버스를 놓쳤어.
I ended up missing the bus.
I ended up missing the bus.
I ended up missing the bus.
I ended up missing the bus. Number 7.
결국 택시를 탔어.
I ended up taking a taxi.
I ended up taking a taxi.
I ended up taking a taxi.
I ended up taking a taxi. Number 8.
결국 계획을 취소했어.
I ended up canceling the plan.
I ended up canceling the plan.
I ended up canceling the plan.
I ended up canceling the plan. Number 9.
결국 동의하게 됐어.
I ended up agreeing.
I ended up agreeing.
I ended up agreeing.
I ended up agreeing. Number 10.
결국 허락했어.
I ended up saying yes.
I ended up saying yes.
I ended up saying yes.
I ended up saying yes. Number 11.
결국 마음을 바꿨어.
I ended up changing my mind.
I ended up changing my mind.
I ended up changing my mind.
I ended up changing my mind. Number 12.
결국 잊어버렸어.
I ended up forgetting it.
I ended up forgetting it.
I ended up forgetting it.
I ended up forgetting it. Number 13.
결국 휴대폰을 잃어버렸어.
I ended up losing my phone.
I ended up losing my phone.
I ended up losing my phone.
I ended up losing my phone. Number 14.
결국 나중에 찾았어.
I ended up finding it later.
I ended up finding it later.
I ended up finding it later.
I ended up finding it later. Number 15.
결국 몇 시간이나 기다렸어.
I ended up waiting for hours.
I ended up waiting for hours.
I ended up waiting for hours.
I ended up waiting for hours. Number 16.
결국 그를 다시 만나게 됐어.
I ended up meeting him again.
I ended up meeting him again.
I ended up meeting him again.
I ended up meeting him again. Number 17.
결국 사과하게 됐어.
I ended up apologizing.
I ended up apologizing.
I ended up apologizing.
I ended up apologizing. Number 18.
결국 기분이 나빠졌어.
I ended up feeling bad.
I ended up feeling bad.
I ended up feeling bad.
I ended up feeling bad. Number 19.
결국 아프게 됐어.
I ended up getting sick.
I ended up getting sick.
I ended up getting sick.
I ended up getting sick. Number 20.
결국 늦게 잤어.
I ended up sleeping late.
I ended up sleeping late.
I ended up sleeping late.
I ended up sleeping late. Number 21.
결국 늦게 일어났어.
I ended up waking up late.
I ended up waking up late.
I ended up waking up late.
I ended up waking up late. Number 22.
결국 점심을 거르게 됐어.
I ended up skipping lunch.
I ended up skipping lunch.
I ended up skipping lunch.
I ended up skipping lunch. Number 23.
결국 밤새 TV를 봤어.
I ended up watching TV all night.
I ended up watching TV all night.
I ended up watching TV all night.
I ended up watching TV all night. Number 24.
결국 아무것도 안 했어.
I ended up doing nothing.
I ended up doing nothing.
I ended up doing nothing.
I ended up doing nothing. Number 25.
결국 그를 도와줬어.
I ended up helping him.
I ended up helping him.
I ended up helping him.
I ended up helping him. Number 26.
결국 그들과 합류했어.
I ended up joining them.
I ended up joining them.
I ended up joining them.
I ended up joining them. Number 27.
결국 그만두게 됐어.
I ended up quitting.
I ended up quitting.
I ended up quitting.
I ended up quitting. Number 28.
결국 그게 마음에 들었어.
I ended up liking it.
I ended up liking it.
I ended up liking it.
I ended up liking it. Number 29.
결국 많은 것을 배우게 됐어.
I ended up learning a lot.
I ended up learning a lot.
I ended up learning a lot.
I ended up learning a lot. Number 30.
결국 실수를 했어.
I ended up making a mistake.
I ended up making a mistake.
I ended up making a mistake.
I ended up making a mistake. Number 1.
알고 보니 사실이었어.
It turned out to be true.
It turned out to be true.
It turned out to be true.
It turned out to be true. Number 2.
그가 옳았다는 것이 밝혀졌어.
He turned out to be right.
He turned out to be right.
He turned out to be right.
He turned out to be right. Number 3.
알고 보니 쉬웠어.
It turned out to be easy.
It turned out to be easy.
It turned out to be easy.
It turned out to be easy. Number 4.
알고 보니 문제가 되지 않았어.
It turned out not to matter.
It turned out not to matter.
It turned out not to matter.
It turned out not to matter. Number 5.
알고 보니 아주 중요했어.
It turned out to matter a lot.
It turned out to matter a lot.
It turned out to matter a lot.
It turned out to matter a lot. Number 6.
그는 알고 보니 내 이웃이었어.
He turned out to be my neighbor.
He turned out to be my neighbor.
He turned out to be my neighbor.
He turned out to be my neighbor. Number 7.
소문은 거짓임이 알려졌어.
The rumor turned out false.
The rumor turned out false.
The rumor turned out false.
The rumor turned out false. Number 8.
그 아이디어는 유용했어.
The idea turned out useful.
The idea turned out useful.
The idea turned out useful.
The idea turned out useful. Number 9.
해결책은 간단했어.
The solution turned out simple.
The solution turned out simple.
The solution turned out simple.
The solution turned out simple. Number 10.
변명이 가짜로 밝혀졌어.
The excuse turned out fake.
The excuse turned out fake.
The excuse turned out fake.
The excuse turned out fake. Number 11.
모든 게 잘 됐다.
Everything turned out okay.
Everything turned out okay.
Everything turned out okay.
Everything turned out okay. Number 12.
계획이 잘 진행됐어.
The plan turned out well.
The plan turned out well.
The plan turned out well.
The plan turned out well. Number 13.
그는 도움이 되는 사람이었어.
He turned out helpful.
He turned out helpful.
He turned out helpful.
He turned out helpful. Number 14.
그 아이디어는 유용하게 사용되었어.
The idea turned out useful.
The idea turned out useful.
The idea turned out useful.
The idea turned out useful. Number 15.
여행이 재밌었어.
The trip turned out fun.
The trip turned out fun.
The trip turned out fun.
The trip turned out fun. Number 16.
그는 정직한 사람이었어.
He turned out honest.
He turned out honest.
He turned out honest.
He turned out honest. Number 17.
그녀는 친절한 사람이었어.
She turned out kind.
She turned out kind.
She turned out kind.
She turned out kind. Number 18.
그는 유명해졌어.
He turned out famous.
He turned out famous.
He turned out famous.
He turned out famous. Number 19.
정말 놀라웠어.
It turned out amazing.
It turned out amazing.
It turned out amazing.
It turned out amazing. Number 20.
그녀는 재능이 있었어.
She turned out talented.
She turned out talented.
She turned out talented.
She turned out talented. Number 21.
그는 신뢰할 수 있는 사람이 되었어.
He turned out reliable.
He turned out reliable.
He turned out reliable.
He turned out reliable. Number 22.
날씨가 좋았어.
The weather turned out nice.
The weather turned out nice.
The weather turned out nice.
The weather turned out nice. Number 23.
예상치 못한 결과가 나왔어.
It turned out unexpected.
It turned out unexpected.
It turned out unexpected.
It turned out unexpected. Number 24.
필요한 것으로 밝혀졌어.
It turned out necessary.
It turned out necessary.
It turned out necessary.
It turned out necessary. Number 25.
그 선택은 위험하게 됐어.
The choice turned out risky.
The choice turned out risky.
The choice turned out risky.
The choice turned out risky. Number 26.
결과적으로 가치가 있었어.
It turned out worthwhile.
It turned out worthwhile.
It turned out worthwhile.
It turned out worthwhile. Number 27.
그 작업은 까다로웠어.
The task turned out tricky.
The task turned out tricky.
The task turned out tricky.
The task turned out tricky. Number 28.
그녀는 호기심이 생겼어.
She turned out curious.
She turned out curious.
She turned out curious.
She turned out curious. Number 29.
혼란스러웠어.
It turned out confusing.
It turned out confusing.
It turned out confusing.
It turned out confusing. Number 30.
그녀는 긴장한 것으로 드러났어.
She turned out nervous.
She turned out nervous.
She turned out nervous.
She turned out nervous. Number 1.
일이 걱정되어.
I'm worried about work.
I'm worried about work.
I'm worried about work.
I'm worried about work. Number 2.
제 직장이 걱정되어.
I'm worried about my job.
I'm worried about my job.
I'm worried about my job.
I'm worried about my job. Number 3.
시험이 걱정되어.
I'm worried about my test.
I'm worried about my test.
I'm worried about my test.
I'm worried about my test. Number 4.
돈이 걱정되어.
I'm worried about money.
I'm worried about money.
I'm worried about money.
I'm worried about money. Number 5.
건강이 걱정되어.
I'm worried about my health.
I'm worried about my health.
I'm worried about my health.
I'm worried about my health. Number 6.
내일이 걱정되어.
I'm worried about tomorrow.
I'm worried about tomorrow.
I'm worried about tomorrow.
I'm worried about tomorrow. Number 7.
미래가 걱정되어.
I'm worried about the future.
I'm worried about the future.
I'm worried about the future.
I'm worried about the future. Number 8.
가족이 걱정되어.
I'm worried about my family.
I'm worried about my family.
I'm worried about my family.
I'm worried about my family. Number 9.
당신이 걱정되어.
I'm worried about you.
I'm worried about you.
I'm worried about you.
I'm worried about you. Number 10.
아이들이 걱정되어.
I'm worried about my kids.
I'm worried about my kids.
I'm worried about my kids.
I'm worried about my kids. Number 11.
학교가 걱정돼요.
I'm worried about school.
I'm worried about school.
I'm worried about school.
I'm worried about school. Number 12.
늦을까봐 걱정돼요.
I'm worried about being late.
I'm worried about being late.
I'm worried about being late.
I'm worried about being late. Number 13.
실수할까봐 걱정돼요.
I'm worried about making mistakes.
I'm worried about making mistakes.
I'm worried about making mistakes.
I'm worried about making mistakes. Number 14.
실패할까봐 걱정돼요.
I'm worried about failing.
I'm worried about failing.
I'm worried about failing.
I'm worried about failing. Number 15.
아플까봐 걱정돼요.
I'm worried about getting sick.
I'm worried about getting sick.
I'm worried about getting sick.
I'm worried about getting sick. Number 16.
직장을 잃을까봐 걱정돼요.
I'm worried about losing my job.
I'm worried about losing my job.
I'm worried about losing my job.
I'm worried about losing my job. Number 17.
버스를 놓칠까봐 걱정돼요.
I'm worried about missing the bus.
I'm worried about missing the bus.
I'm worried about missing the bus.
I'm worried about missing the bus. Number 18.
결과가 걱정돼요.
I'm worried about the result.
I'm worried about the result.
I'm worried about the result.
I'm worried about the result. Number 19.
시험이 걱정돼요.
I'm worried about the exam.
I'm worried about the exam.
I'm worried about the exam.
I'm worried about the exam. Number 20.
제 영어 실력이 걱정돼요.
I'm worried about my English.
I'm worried about my English.
I'm worried about my English.
I'm worried about my English. Number 21.
날씨가 걱정돼요.
I'm worried about the weather.
I'm worried about the weather.
I'm worried about the weather.
I'm worried about the weather. Number 22.
교통체증이 걱정돼요.
I'm worried about traffic.
I'm worried about traffic.
I'm worried about traffic.
I'm worried about traffic. Number 23.
모든 것이 걱정돼요.
I'm worried about everything.
I'm worried about everything.
I'm worried about everything.
I'm worried about everything. Number 24.
이 문제가 걱정돼요.
I'm worried about this problem.
I'm worried about this problem.
I'm worried about this problem.
I'm worried about this problem. Number 25.
제 결정이 걱정돼요.
I'm worried about my decision.
I'm worried about my decision.
I'm worried about my decision.
I'm worried about my decision. Number 26.
비용이 걱정돼요.
I'm worried about the cost.
I'm worried about the cost.
I'm worried about the cost.
I'm worried about the cost. Number 27.
임대료를 지불하는 것이 걱정돼요.
I'm worried about paying rent.
I'm worried about paying rent.
I'm worried about paying rent.
I'm worried about paying rent. Number 28.
혼자일까봐 걱정돼요.
I'm worried about being alone.
I'm worried about being alone.
I'm worried about being alone.
I'm worried about being alone. Number 29.
그게 정말 걱정돼요.
I'm really worried about it.
I'm really worried about it.
I'm really worried about it.
I'm really worried about it. Number 30.
오늘이 걱정돼요.
I'm worried about today.
I'm worried about today.
I'm worried about today.
I'm worried about today.
50살에 시작하는 10분 영어. 채널 구독과 좋아요는 영상 제작에 큰 도움이 됩니다. 감사합니다.